Hello and welcome everybody, I'm more proud Bavarian, and you can already see some things have changed. We are no longer the Empire of the Iron Throne, which was of course ridiculous because I couldn't come up with a better name on the spot and wasn't thinking about that before I started recording the episode. Instead, we're now known as the Empire of Platt. Platt being, another term for Lower German, which is its very own language. It, is a West Germanic language and has been properly almost eradicated. It's a sad story because Germany itself, even after the Prussians founded it, the Second German Empire, never really cared for its dialects and its accents, and because of that, there are very few Platt speakers. I mean, even the Republic after World War II didn't really care for it, but what is important is we are still here, and obviously we are now in a situation where, we are in control. The North Germans, sadly, vanilla CK2 only knows German culture. They don't know the subgroups. HIP, for example, have Bayerisch, I believe they have Franconian and Swabian as well. They might have a Hesse culture. I actually am not quite certain there. But, since we don't have any distinction there, we are just German, but we are the Empire of Platt. The Empire of the North-West Germanic language over here, or the North Germans with their West Germanic language. That includes, by the way, accents or dialects found over here in the Netherlands, even today. That is one common language group, and I think it's interesting, we founded that empire, and if you look at the King of Pomerania, he historically stems from a house that quite clearly was Pomeranian, but at the same time, he gave that up. He is now within our circle of culture, and I think that we're going to do the same thing in Poland and so on and so forth as well. If I can find anyone that is potentially at least from the east. You know what? Let's at least pick somebody up over here from Wolgast. I will make a man a very good ruler. Or at least I'm hoping to do so. He's 35. Pomeranian. You know what? I mean, he's not Polish. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Can I search for that? I don't have any Polish Pomeranian. Okay, you can't search for the culture because I'm an idiot. Not my culture. I need a Polish man. We don't have a Polish man. You know what? I'm going to put a German on the throne then. I was thinking about, putting on a local dynasty and making it so that they would, come hell or high water, eventually become German. So that, it's essentially a Germanized province. But we're just going to go ahead and do it a bit quicker. I'm going to give you Posen. And with what we just took there, we can also weaken the Polish even further. Quite quickly and quite significantly, if you ask me. I'm going to give out every single holding over here. That is not my kingdom. That is not where I rule. I rule in the west from Braunschweig. Naklo, there you go. Alright, and what we shall now do is I will usurp the High Chiefdom of Greater Poland, because what it does is it essentially splits Center Poland into individual pieces. And those individual pieces we can now gather up and, well, kind of integrate into our realm. We are making mad money, or at least we're making enough money to actually entertain all of those troops there. I am going to create the Duchy of West Frisia. And I think I'm just going to hand it over to you. I have no quarrel with you. I want to create the Duchy of West Frisia primarily because once this Catholic revolt, and I'm hoping that it will actually succeed, but once it succeeds in overthrowing the Danish here, I'm hoping that they will just bow to the Frisian people and that they, can become part of our land. I shall also create the Duchy of Rügen because I want Pomerania to start pushing into that direction without me having to do it myself. The Duchy of Holstein, you know what? Sure. I might as well give it to Pomerania as well. That is his business to deal with, that is not mine, without a doubt. And then the Lord of Posen, who is tribal, by the way, because there's no castle over here, he should also become the Lord of Greater Poland. And then from there on out, we shall push even further into Polish territory. We are low on our levy, but I think that's fine. People were talking about, revoking or dueling King Hartwig of Thuringia. We're not going to do this. Or Hartwig. Probably Hartwig. Sometimes we have a smooth G there. Sometimes it's a hard G. Not quite sure. Hartwig. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm not going to do that because he is a king. And we are a fairly decentralized empire and shall remain a fairly decentralized empire because that is the point of this one, right? Had we not done this, we might as well just have founded Germany, a centralized or maybe, not so centralized empire over all of Germany. But we had no interest in that. What we have, erected here is an empire that essentially looks Only over the north of Germany, protecting what is Hello, and protecting what Kaiser Heinrich II, the Holy of Platt, inherited from his heathen father. Now that was a bit of a meme, of course, the heathen father here, because I just wanted the heathens to go and become strong. They never did, but at the end of the day, we can use this as a motivation, and we have used this prior to this instance, as a motivation that Kaiser Heinrich II, the Holy of Platt, goes out and essentially wants to destroy everything that is heathenist, that is, you know, not welcome in the newly formed Empire of Platt, but still safeguarding our culture. Our culture can survive, but the religion of our forefathers and of my literal father cannot survive. There is no room for it in the new world. Well, one way or another, we could do religious liberation here. That would eventually give me just a new ruler, and that would make the new ruler into a tributary. I don't think we need to do that. I can just push for the de jure claim here. I do not believe, though, that we actually went with religious title revocation yet, because we just do not have... Okay, well, there you go. Will you allow it? I'm not certain. Let's just try it. We shall see how it goes. If they vote against it, so be it. I'm not going to bribe my way through them. I want them to see the light. And I think it is justified that I want them to see the light. Now with you don't want to become my vassal just yet. I could force your vassalization, of course, but that would cost me a lot. Alright, let me tell you how they're voting. 224. No. We need a new steward. I need... I'm gonna put you... Frisia. I'm gonna put Frisia in here. You want me to join your war against the Umayyads. The Umayyads... Oh! The Umayyads are coming for you! Well, I mean... Oh, what do you want? Oh, really? Bohemia against Hungary now. The Jura War of a trend scene, but Hungary is also facing a huge rebellion over here, and we have, historically at the very least, been friends with Hungary, but no longer. But in that case, I shall honor my vow there as well, and then we shall head on in. Why is Frisia raising its troops? Denmark. Oh, he is coming for West Frisia all by himself, really. Defending in West Greatish conquest of Sunnamore. Right, we also are called in for that war. Sunnamore. Wait a minute, let me take a look at this. So account... Oh, I don't like that one bit. But you know what? Let's just not look at that again. What we're gonna do is I'm absolutely... Oh, Lord. The Umayyads are coming. In truth, they are. Wow, okay, that is frightening. I did not expect the Umayyads to be this magnificently strong. I'm gonna raise the White Company. I need to protect the Occidental regions. Hey, they approved it. The Occidental regions against the heathens. Let's just march south. I'm pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Braunschweig is doing very well. Nice. We do have a major sickness in our lands, though. Or two, actually. Low fever and consumption. I pray that it never reaches us, although it probably will. You're deep in thoughts as court physician Aldrich suddenly interrupts you. My Kaiser, I know that both you and the Kaiserin desire an heir for the realm. If you so wish, I could research ways to enhance your virility, in order to facilitate the creation of a worthy successor. Sure. I don't see why I would say no to that. You know, he might be zealous, but taking medicine to be easier as a person, or not to be easier, but like to be better at conceiving a child is not actually against any religious tenets of the Catholic faith, so I don't see any reason not to say that. What I do see a reason for is, though, to donate. Let's donate some money to the Teutons. And then let's go south. We are, of course, losing money every month now, but I think it will all be worth it. Court physician Aldrich approaches you with a smile on his face. I have succeeded, my Kaiser. If you drink this concoction, your potency will magnify tenfold. The royal bloodline is saved. Changed my mind. I have no trust in this. No. Most excellent. Give it here. Shortly after drinking the concoction, you feel full of energy and vigor. It seems to have worked. The lineage is surely saved now. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go north and annihilate. Let's go south. Oh, they already did it. Jesus. Impressive. They actually destroyed the Umayyads there. How did they do that? That is frankly more than impressive. I'm surprised. A daughter was born to my heir, who is my brother, Irmgard. Irmgard is a terrible name. I want you to know that. Ermengarde. That's an acceptable name. Ermengarde is a bit more Germanized. Fate smiles upon me, my wife is pregnant. And she is, of course, Bulgarian and sadly Orthodox. Now, the Orthodoxy is not that far away from... Oh, and they just conquer that. Very nice. Not so far away. I'm going to give that over to you, of course. From who we are as a person and as a character. So, I don't really see it as a negative to, you know, have that going. But I want to fight the Umayyads, no doubt about it. Oh, we got him, boys. We got him. And it is time. Also, we apparently got some random rebels. Tujibid revolt. Oh, it's you. Well, I mean, they got crushed. Huh. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. If I feed her any of those, I wasn't informed that gives us a chance of a son getting, for example, a hare lip. You know, and we did actually have that happen, didn't we? Is it even us? Yeah, it is us, quite literally. She ate a hare's head. Our mother did, that is, and because of that, she got that. You know what? I'm going to risk her becoming a bit overweight here. Let's take a look at this. Gluttonous. That's not very nice. Let's siege down their land. Let's take whatever they hold. And I even believe that this might be Christian territory. Oh, now. It is already Muslim. I was not aware of this, let me tell you. But what I am aware of is that we will crush whatever land remains there. The Umayyads will regret ever having come north to face us. It is good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. Sure. You even gain piety, indicating that this is the pious choice. You know, taking care of your spouse is, of course, the pious choice. And I just want to reiterate something, and it's actually quite interesting. I'm not too deep into it, but the death of accents and dialect minorities, or even language minorities, in the case of Platt, is a very sad thing that has been happening all over Europe. And it's not even, you know, you have a lot of repressive stuff going on coming from the governments over the last centuries, but at the same time it's just natural as well, you know, with everybody kind of growing closer together via the internet. There is just, you know, standard German has become way more important than it was before this time. It's quite interesting. So I'm happy at the very least that we're now securing the language living over there. It is a language, or it qualifies as that, because it has different vocabulary and grammar. But that same is of course true for Bavarian, for example, or, you know, Bavarian from over here. The accents differ wildly throughout Bavaria. But it is not. I don't think that Bayerisch is recognized as its own language, as a dialect for sure, but I do not believe as its own language. One way or another, I like this kind of, you know, different, like the differences between the different regions and regions. So let's hope that, you know, that kind of continues on through time, even with modernization looming everywhere. I might have been too harsh to the courtiers at Calatute. What? Calatute? Are they talking about down here? Why are you pleasing the people that are down there? Those are Muslims. What are you doing there? What? How can I ever reward you? I mean, sure. I will pay money, I guess. Bit weird. Apostate found. Oh, this is a serious accusation. A Pomeranian, and he is sympathetic to the pagan religion. But he holds a title. And historically speaking, the people that were in power had special privileges, being, you know, for example, not being executed, and so on and so forth. So I believe I'm just going to excommunicate you. Bring out the branding iron. He can redeem himself. It is his choice, not mine. The Holy Church must preside over him, not me. And there the Umayyads are yet again. Let's crush him. Yeah, this is just... Oh, we got a son named Thankmar. Absolutely not. No way. I'm going to name him... I don't know. We already have a Heinrich. What about an Otto? You know, I don't think this character identifies as German, as in, you know, we should be united as Germany. And he is a very pious man. He has created an empire under the guidance of the Pope himself. I think I'm going to name him Otto. Give me an Otto, please. Alright, you know what? I was too lazy to type out 4 letters. This is what I get. Otto. I think he respects both his uncle, his deceased uncle, that is. Does he still live? No, Otto is dead. I think he respects him, but he also respects, of course, the Ottos that came before us. Just a very powerful name, quite frankly. Alright, we got him. And I wish he hadn't stepped on me there. As is tradition, my wife Biljana underwent a churching after recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. She felt much better when she returned, clearly relieved to have fully rejoined the church after a forced abstinence. And you know what, my wife, it's weird having to, you know, to give her like an actual gift. Let's just abstract it a bit and say, hey, why you, stop, no, don't come here. You're just gonna cause attrition. I think I'm gonna ask her to go fully over and swear fealty, essentially, to the Pope himself. Orthodoxy, as I said, you know, not really an enemy, as that is a brother church, but you know, it's better to have a fully be observant to the one true church, the Holy Mother Church, than to not have that happen in any way. I don't like the losses over here. You know what, the war against the Umayyads is won. Congratulations to all of us, by the way. But I'm going to step it up and go north to crush these heathens here that are clearly applied to Germany and France as well. And we are brother nations, are we not? The Carlings holding it together. The Carlings, fathers of everything that was established over here. We are having some trouble with one of your petty nobles who is visiting Turnovo. His behavior being unacceptable would be quite an understatement, and I will have to take action soon. Well, you know what? We are very humble. I will swallow my pride and take responsibility, absolutely. What is this? Ah, my sister betrothed to the... No, not the heir, is it? No, it is actually the heir. Sure. Let's be even further intertwined with West Francia and the Carlings. Your incompetent steward has led a group of smugglers into the county. God damn it. Alright, let's take the fight to the northerners here. Let us utterly crush them. I'm even going to take the river crossing penalty. I don't really care. We are so superior, not just in numbers, but also in what kind of troops we have. They only have light infantry. Look at this. Embarrassing. And there they go. I am educating you. You are my sister. And you're the one that is betrothed here. I think I'm going to educate you in faith, but I'm not going to be the one to do that. Do we have a bishop? Yes. Prince Bishop of Verden. Then I shall educate you in this. There you go. Let's retake all of this. I will not plunder Christian land. Are you crazy? I will put an end to this immediately. We succeeded. Strong leader. Very nice. Another son was born to my brother Anselm. You know, he respects us. I don't think he would name him after our father Thankmar. I think he's not stupid enough. Oh, you know, Wichmann is actually kind of a cool name. Is that actually like a name, Wichmann? I didn't see that. Grandparent. Name's Heinrich. I'm very confused. Wichmann? Random ancestor, huh? Oh, well, no, it's actually the grandfather. Wait a minute, what? So he's my brother, right? Wait a minute. No, here we are. Prince Gottschalk or Prince Anselm. He is the one that just had the child. Heinrich Ludolf? We don't actually have a Wichmann. Where did he come from? Or is it like one generation lower? Does that still count? No. You know what? I don't know where Wichmann comes from, but I'm okay with that. Not necessarily against it. Let's retake Paris. No, this is not even Paris. It's Brie from Lord of the Rings. And that should spell the end of this war. They are fleeing fairly far, but I can go after them and crush them. The sickness so far, by the way, has not reached Braunschweig. I really like it. We are, of course, also building the Grand Cathedral, or at least the first stage of that Grand Cathedral. And we are moving into sickness here. I don't like it, but I will do it if it means that I can crush these heathens. There you go, we did crush them. And that was a full wipe, so that war should be over. Unless he magically finds more somewhere. Hey, don't do that. Don't run from me. I will put Thuringia. I don't like Hartwig, but he has a right to be on the council. I mean, that's, you know, as obvious as me being emperor, really. There you go, let's crush him. And I think I can call it a day now, meaning that I will get rid of, not all of you. We'll get rid of these holy orders, of course. And I don't even know. I think we might still... Yeah, we would still be in the negative. That's okay. Let's dissolve these and let's take a look. Maybe we can start a war on our own against some of these heathens over here. Would love to declare war on you, for example. Holy war for Kuyavia. That would be all of this land, which I would be very happy about. We are still fairly far away from actually forming Poland, so no worries about that. And there is a strong Eastern Slavic pagan coalition waiting to take us on. Oh, that's impressive. They are quite powerful there, aren't they? Maybe we should go against the Romovans first. Could just go for a jure claim, I suppose. Not that it really matters. But it is definitely in the interest of Kaiser Heinrich the Holy of Platt to kind of, you know, expand eastwards to secure the regions that he sees as rightfully Platt. And, to go there. We could, of course, also kind of look towards Denmark. Religious liberation of Denmark, huh? Ah, you're free now. Oh, you're England. Really? I don't like that. But, what do you have? Religious? You have some religious minorities. And I think this might even be cool. I would love to get them, and I wish I could give them then, you know, this Sjelland province as well. I don't want to hold it directly. Having this be a tributary would be pretty good. I would welcome it for sure. But I think instead, what is my ambition anyway? Ah, build a great work. I mean, we are not going to get to stage 2, I don't think, in this lifetime. Building these takes quite some time. And I'm gonna actually start leading, because we're not currently in a war, not actively anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna finish this under him. Who could I imprison? Oh no, what are you doing? End this right now. I'm telling you straight up, if I see you ever do this again, I will not have you be my heir anymore. This is unacceptable. I wish I could send him an insult. I wish I could be like, you wronged me, and that is awful. Gottschalk, why don't you become a mercenary, by the way? Oh, why don't you go to become... Oh, the Knights Templar are already under us. Oh, Knights of Santiago, sorry. Knights Hospitaller under an Occitan, German, and Castilian. You know, the Teutonic Knights. Sure. I'm gonna send you over there. You can be part of that. Have fun. Gottschalk, you're now celibate, of course. That's quite nice. Sending him away sends a good message, I think. The scheming was obviously misdirected. You bet it was. You bet it was. And we can't actually get this man, but I need him to be part of our realm for sure. I think forcing vassalization, it just costs so much prestige, but not like we really care about prestige. I'm going to force vassalization, and then we're just going to keep you under our control, because then I can just move on and, you know, conquer those with claims instead of actually having to go in and do something about it. Let's head in right here. The Knights Templar. Oh, there they go. Non nobis domine. Successful jihad. Oh, Lord. Wow. The Byzantines are Bohemians. They are even a heresy. Bohemians being very radical. I believe that they were the ones that... Oh, yeah, they are with the demiurge. With Gnostic elements that completely rejects the ecclesiastical hierarchy and advocates a return to early Christianity. Bohemians believe that the world was created by an evil demiurge, the devil. Alright, successful jihad, Jesus. I mean, they are clearly part of a heresy that is not blessed. And they're all part of that heresy, actually, damn. Most of them are, anyway. That's rough. I wonder if the Abbasids are going to blob any further. The thing about it is, though, they are literally cut off, meaning that this will become independent, which would be pretty cool. You know, getting that independent. Kind of a cool thing, getting all of those splintered. I would welcome that, for sure. That just makes for, you know, prettier borders. Let's head in over here. Let's destroy them in a battle. I don't want to do it. They are good Christians and all that, but it is necessary. And I'm just going to assault it, because those are not my troops, to be quite frank with you. You are Polish. And I would love to bind you to my people. Arrange a betrothal between these two. I don't think so. I'm going to bind you to Ermengarde, so that we have a direct and immediate connection. Ermengarde was the daughter of him. Yeah, she was. Alright. Betrothal accepted. Of course it was. And now we'll carry on to just... Oh, we have a truce. We have to go against you first, don't we? Holy war for this. If I holy war them here, that's not gonna fare well for us. I can tell you straight up, because we have these people hanging around in the east of Poland, and that's gonna be like another 3k, another 5k almost. No, actually, yeah, I mean roughly 5k. Not even roughly 5k, 4.2k or something. And all of those would be coming in, and I don't think we could face the music if we challenged them directly. The King of Pomerania, of course, being incredibly powerful here. The Frisians are facing their very own revolt, and it looks like they're going to lose. What is this revolt all about? Increased council power. Damn, okay. The Billungs are losing some power internally. Not really that worrisome for us, I would personally argue. I don't know about this war with Hungary here. Hungarian de jure war over Trentin, so it's about this. I think they even had some stuff going on in fairly recent history there. Do I aid the Bohemians? I mean, I kind of have to, right? Sure, it's the honorable thing to do. Let's go south and defeat the Hungarians. A visitor. You have received a visitor, a monk from the famous great abbey at Cluny. It tells you that the monks there spend much of their days in devoted prayer, and that they always mention the names of the most pious Christians in those prayers. If you would demonstrate your immense piety by donating a large sum of gold to Cluny Abbey, you would surely be among those present in the monks' prayers. Absolutely. I mean, how could I not do that? Castle of Belfort. Very nice. Appreciate it. I don't like them going up there. Because they are now taking it. But I think that's okay. I'm just going to lie in wait here. We are losing money, of course, but I think it is worth losing money if it means that you can move on and actually secure what is necessary to be secured, by which I, of course, mean quite literally the friendship to the Bohemians. Now, I would actually love if I were able to usurp Hesse, because Hesse would smooth out the borders quite significantly here. We don't have any claimants for it, do we? Prince Bishop of Mainz, that's in Franconia. Can't really do anything about that then. I wish he would just, you know, become a vassal of ours. I mean, that would be gorgeous. Do you think we should face the... Oh, they would run from us, would they? They really don't want to fight us. I mean, I guess it's primarily light infantry, isn't it? Bernhard has been born, a son to my brother. Sure, good name. West Francia won as predicted. Now we shall go west. North. What? I'm gonna take that, absolutely. Oh, I will suffer from the river crossing. Absolutely not. I will march over here then. And that's still hills. You know what? Let's avoid that. Not a wise choice. I need him to be locked in. Even if we... Yeah, we just get a normal fight here, but that's okay. I think... Elferich... I think they can do it. He's strong. No other modifiers. Holy warrior, not really the right person to do this. And then you are an inspiring leader and an organizer. Well, let's just take a look at how they fare here. They are not really our troops to begin with, so I'm not really worried about losing them. But I want to wear down the Hungarians. And it doesn't look too good, does it? I need the second phase, because that is where we should do a decent amount of damage, and we almost wore him down. Oh, and there was a reinforcement. The Bohemians have arrived, and even more Bohemians on the way. Clear victory, at least the way I understand this. Yeah, this will lead to an absolute destruction of the Hungarian forces, leaving them with little to actually secure the peace after they are done with this war. Of course, leaving us in an even stronger position. I imagined a situation which became more and more intimidating. With an outcome that could mean life or death, I swallowed hard and decided that I would stay put and fight. That is like a free, you know, chance to become brave, and I think it makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's virtuous to be brave in the face of adversity, so I think this is fine. I devote myself to the service of the church and eradicating her enemies. I have not yet fallen to any of the mortal sins, nor do I shy away from danger. I am Galahad, the true Christian knight. Oh, I hope I get beatified. Let me tell you. If I don't get beatified, then what is still right in this world? Well, anyway, I will now have to leave our friends. And Jesus, look at this, Bohemia. How did you get the money to recruit all of those? They're clearly mercenaries. I mean, That much is obvious, but goddamn. Alright, now that you are married to part of my family, I will not murder you, don't be crazy. Oh, and he just conquered everything, huh? That's the man whose title I usurped, and he just conquered it all. Impressive. Oh wow, 30 minutes in, Jesus. We did little in terms of expansion today, but we definitely kind of, you know, cleared our conscience. The Umayyads, after they lost the war, were thrown into rebellion, whereas the Hungarians will face the same. I mean, they're already facing rebellions here and there, but they will probably face an eternal one, seeing as their main troops have been destroyed, or they will see the pagans and the Bulgarians swoop in and try to gain some power here and there. Can we get an alliance? I mean, an alliance would actually be nonsense. That doesn't make any sense. Don't worry about it. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. In the next episode, we will further push east, or, you know, potentially, I would just love to get Hesse. Look at these beautiful borders. Anyway, later, alligator.